The biggest mistake is spending money to appear rich instead of spending it to become rich. James Capital. Shocking money stats of the average person. Picture this. You open your banking app and see that a few $100s quietly disappeared last month. You honestly try to remember, wait, on what exactly? And then the familiar inner dialogue starts. Well, coffee every day. It's just small change. Subscriptions are useful. That thing was kinda necessary. Then the statement arrives, and you realize, half of those small things aren't small at all. They're silent thieves that steal not just money every month, but time, energy, freedom, and your future. My name is James, and today I will show you the most shocking statistical data about the money of the average American in 2025. These numbers aren't about billionaires or people in poverty. They're about the typical middle-class person, someone with a job, rent or mortgage, car payment, credit cards, subscriptions, and dreams of retirement or financial freedom. But the reality behind normal is brutal. After these stats, you'll either say no way or start changing something today. Ready? Hold on, no sugarcoating. All facts, all sources, no fluff. 1. The average American lives paycheck to paycheck, even with a decent income. Statistics, Federal Reserve 2024 to 2025 data. 37% of Americans cannot cover a $400 emergency expense without borrowing or selling something. Bankrate 2025 survey. 64% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck, including 48% of those earning $100,000 plus per year. That means even with a solid salary, $60,000 to $100,000 plus, most people are one or two paychecks away from financial disaster. Shocking stat. 63% of working-age adults, 25 to 44, have less than 1 month's income in savings. 2. The average American spends more on little things than on investing examples and numbers. Average annual spend on takeaway coffee alone. $1,497. 2024 data. Add food delivery, snacks, impulse buys, easily $2,000 to $4,000 per year on small daily habits. Compare. Average annual investment contribution for retail investors. Vanguard, Fidelity, Schwab, 2025. $500 to $1,500. So small daily comforts eat 2 to 5 times more than what goes toward building wealth. 3. 78% of Americans have consumer debt that's crushing them. Statistics. Experian and Equifax 2025. Average credit card debt per household. $6,501 to $8,000. Average total non-mortgage consumer debt. $24,000 to $30,000. 42% of cardholders pay only the minimum, meaning debt grows faster than they can pay it down. Most terrifying, millions use one credit card to pay another. This isn't living, it's a debt spiral. 4. The average American wastes $50 to $150 per month on unused subscriptions. Examples and numbers. Average number of subscriptions per person in 2025, 12 to 18. Netflix, Disney+, Hulu, HBO Max, Prime Video, YouTube Premium, Spotify, Apple Music, Audible, Masterclass, Skillshare, Calm, Headspace, etc. Average monthly cost, $40 to $80. Reality. Most people actively use only 3 to 5. The rest just sit there, in case I need it someday. Annual waste, $300 to $900 on forgotten subscriptions alone. 5. Impulse buys cost the average American $1,200 to $2,500 per year. Examples and numbers. Amazon, Target, Walmart. Online flash sales. Average impulse purchase $20 to $50. Average number per month, 5 to 10. Yearly total, $1,200 to $2,500. Most of these items end up in a drawer, closet, or trash within 3 to 6 months. 6. 64% of Americans don't have even $1,000 for an emergency statistics. Bankrate 2025 survey. 64% of Americans cannot cover a $1,000 emergency without borrowing. Average emergency fund for working-age adults, 25 to 44, $300 to $700. This means phone breaks, tooth needs a root canal, car dies, straight to credit card or borrowing from family. 7. Americans spend more on entertainment and escape than on self-improvement. Examples and numbers. Annual spending on entertainment, dining out, bars, streaming, gaming, hobbies, $1,500 to $3,000. Self-improvement, courses, books, coaching, better laptop, $200 to $600. That's 5 to 10 times more spent on numbing reality than on becoming more valuable in the job market. 8. 55% of Americans avoid looking at their finances. Statistics, PNC Bank and similar surveys. 2025, 55% avoid checking their balance or statements because it's too stressful. 41% don't know exactly how much debt they have. 33% have no budget at all. It's like driving with your eyes closed. Crash is inevitable. 9. The average American loses $1,000 to $3,000 per year to credit card interest and overdraft fees. Statistics. Average credit card APR in 2025, 18 to 29%. Average credit card debt, $6,500 to $8,000. Annual interest alone, $900 to $2,300. Overdraft fees, late fees, etc. Another $200 to $700. This is money that literally evaporates. Zero return. 10. The most shocking stat, the average American retires with $0 to $50,000 in savings statistics. Federal Reserve and Retirement Studies, 2025. 50% of Americans retire with less than $50,000 in savings. Average savings for ages 55 to 65, $20,000 to $40,000. That's after 30 to 40 years of work, enough to cover 1 to 3 years of basic living without income. And life expectancy after retirement is 20 to 30 years. Bottom line. These stats aren't about poor people. They're about the average American. People with jobs, college degrees, homes, cars, families. Yet the majority are one emergency away from crisis, drowning in debt, wasting thousands on autopilot habits, and heading toward retirement with almost nothing. Why? Because we spend money on comfort, status, distraction, and instant gratification instead of investing in security, growth, health, skills, and freedom. Shocking truth, you're not broke. You're just very expensive to maintain. What to do today? Open your last statement. Look at it. No panic, just look. Pick 1 to 2 items from this list that hit you hardest. Make one tiny change. Cancel one unused subscription. Brew coffee at home. Buy durable earbuds instead of cheap ones. One small step. It won't fix everything overnight, but it starts changing your identity. And identity changes everything. If this hit home, drop a comment. Most shocking for me was number starting to fix number on today. Thanks, this hurt, but I needed it. And if you want more brutal honesty and real steps to escape the average trap, subscribe and turn on notifications. See you in the next one.